Hello everyone, I'm part of And Team for a very special event that we're doing this weekend at the Spa Valley Railway, which I've already done another video talking about, which you should go and watch. But oh well, we're here to talk about the trains today. So I'm going to hand over to Owen of Owen and Team, and Alex, another part of And Team, to talk about why we're gathered here today online.
We're building a model railway in a weekend.
Yes. Oh.
Because we're ambitious and perhaps a little bit daft. whereas where most people take, weeks, months, sometimes even years to build a model railway layout, we're attempting to do it in 2 days. 2 days. It I think it originally stemmed from the Channel 5 programme, the Great Model Railway Challenge. I wanted to see if it was something that could be done under perhaps less competitive circumstances, or also using it as an opportunity to showcase to people at an exhibition what goes into building a model railway and how easy, for want of a better word, it can be. In the hopes it will encourage more people to start the hobby themselves. But what it then grew into was, model railway is really good for your mental health, or certainly I find that it's great because it's something to focus on. You can work with like-minded people on projects such as layouts or even building kits, and I thought how great it would be to help support a charity whilst doing that at the same time.
We're doing this in aid of Mind Charity, which is a mental health charity, right? And Alex, was that your idea, I think?
I believe it was, yes. I'm a big fan of Mind, what they do, what they're about. I've helped raise money for them in the past. They're just a very good charity. Whenever anyone suggests one, they come to the front of my mind just because mental health is a good thing to have.
Yeah.
And it's always good to highlight it because certainly in one of my other walks of life, wrestling, we've had a couple of real high-profile losses due to mental health, so it's once again at the forefront of people's mind. So it's always good to check on your mates, and if you are unable to do that, then hopefully you'll have a charity to help along the way, I suppose. Yes, I'm a big fan of Mind and what they're about. So
that's perfect. I mean, it feels right to be doing this, supporting a group that, sort of mental health is like their main concern, and they've tried to just raise awareness of it. And we've got, as you say, people in our group who have got personal connections to them. So this is only a part of us today, but I feel like we should have a little introduction to the team, because we've formulated this group partially just because we know each other vaguely, but also because we've all got something individual to bring, I suppose, to the model railway that we're building. I'm not sure what that is myself. I've mainly because I've been on the Great Model Railway Challenge. Let's do it again. Let's see how it goes. I'm just a pretty face. Yeah.
Well, you can be that as well.
There's a lot of areas which I'm really not comfortable with. One is the track, which is quite an important part of model railways. But we've got other people on the team who are very good at track and wiring, haven't we?
Is that me?
Yeah.
I think that's me.
Okay, I was hoping you'd pick up on this is your calling.
I've built multiple model railways before, but I've been drafted in mainly as wiring expert, considering not only have I wired multiple layouts, including my own, I also work on track circuits and signals as a day job on the big railway. So I like to think I know what I'm doing with a soldering gun.
Do you use a soldering gun on the big railway?
Very occasionally.
Okay.
It's mostly.
Fair enough. Okay. Then we've got George Dibben, who also couldn't be in this video today, but he has a couple of layouts now, actually. He's also good on the track and the wiring, and
he's the most experienced among us.
We've got Paul Lawrence, who is also on the Great Model Railway Challenge.
He was Team Phoenix, I think.
Who has Team Phoenix, that's right.
Very keen to help and support with this, particularly because of the mental health connotation.
And then we've got Owen.
Hello.
What do you do, Owen? I mean, you're used to building a lot of sets and things yourselves for filming. So
yes,
that's essentially like making a layout.
It's like building lots of layouts that you then very quickly dismantle and replace with a new one. I built my first model railway at a club near me. It was just a simple end-to-end one, and it was very much a first model railway layout. So the scenery on it wasn't top notch. The track laying on it wasn't particularly great, but it was a starting point, and from that I learned quite a lot of lessons that I'm now going to hopefully implement into this new construction.
We should talk about what our grand plan is for this brand new layout, which will definitely be completed at the end of the Spa Valley Railway model weekend on the 21st and 22nd of September. What have we come up with? What are we building?
We are building an L-shaped layout. So it goes round a corner rather than your conventional straight end-to-end or a circular roundy layout. The initial idea was because Rapido had just launched their TITSEY Thunderbolt range, we were going to build a small circular layout depicting various scenes from the TITSEY Thunderbolt film. As we were discussing it, we felt it was a little bit too restrictive. All you could really do was just run line round and round. And equally, Rapido had done, or someone at Rapido had built layouts based on them anyway, so we wanted to do something unique. So what we've got is a little branch line terminus station with a goods yard, so that gives us somewhere to run some passenger trains into, run locos round and out again, but also a goods yard with sidings, so we can shunt wagons about and have freight trains coming in and out as well. Because one of the things I've learned at exhibitions is that you should try and keep things moving on your layout as much as possible, otherwise people lose interest really quickly and you're there running trains for no one. Because the challenge will be fun to see, is it possible, but it's showing people physically what's involved in building a model railway and helping them to learn, I hope.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to be learning a lot sort of on our own accord anyway. None of us have really ever worked as a group on anything like this before. So I suppose, it's sort of a great mixing pot to see what happens.
Yeah, test of our team working abilities.
Yeah. I never want to see you again after this weekend, but optimistic for now.
That's why we decided to build it in a weekend, because we couldn't find a time to meet up together.
And if we need any inspiration to what to model, we're at a railway. Just walk outside. Yeah. We want to do something different to the TITSEY Thunderbolt, as you say, because someone's already made a layout for that. What is something we could play with and show at exhibitions like this, like for like, tit for tat, and then our ideas sort of spawn from there. We have a layout name, don't we, before it even exists?
I can't remember who came up with this. It was either George or Alex. It's called TITSEY for TATSFIELD. I don't know the reasoning behind that, but it's just a funny name, so we're going with it.
I believe George said that TITSEY is a real place, somewhere south of London on the Southern Network.
Somewhere in the south of England, and I think because a lot of us as well have got a lot of southern region rolling stock and locomotives, it just made sense that was our primary theme for the layout. Although in true model railway sort of hobby, I think it's your model railway, you can run whatever you want on it. And that's probably what we will end up doing.
What are you both most excited or nervous about?
Most nervous, I'd say, is that it just doesn't work. Just everything goes wrong. Our tools don't work, or potentially something else catastrophic happens. We're not putting those negative thoughts out into the universe. I'm excited just to have a go and hopefully try and have a good time with my mates and try and not allow myself to get stressed about it. At the end of the day, we are doing this for fun. We are doing this for charity. It's not the end of the world. But I just want to play trains. I think that would be just a really fun time.
Yeah, I think, as you say, a model railway is never 100% finished. There, you can always find something else to change or to add, or that you don't like and you want to take off. And that's part of the fun of the hobby. Is it's continuous. It goes on forever. I think what I'm most nervous about is the thought of getting there and finding that we've forgotten something vital to the project. We turn up and I realise that I've left all the track at home and I have to go back and get it all, because that would really sort of put a spanner in the works. what I'm most excited for, I think, is actually getting back into it and actually physically doing the work. It'll just be fun. We've been very glad and very grateful actually that Pico have been very supportive of this project. I approached them a while back saying, this is what we're doing. Would you be able to support us in any way? And they were very, very generous in giving us a quantity of track for the build. So thank you very much to Pico for that. And hopefully over the stream we'll be broadcasting some of their how-to modelling guides as well, as thank you for their support.
Further thanks to Geoscenics for supplying the ballast for the layout, who offer a whole range of top quality natural scenery items. The plan is to livestream the build process as it happens on both days of the event on my channel, Terrier55 Stepney. Tune in within the event opening hours, 10 AM to 5 PM British Summer Time, and we'll talk you through everything we're doing and show you some of the other exhibits on show as well. Not only that, but we will feature some familiar names from other model railway YouTube channels, saying a few words on why they do the hobby, and to give us some tips on how they do it too. Once again, this challenge is all to raise awareness to better mental health.
Many of us have struggled with mental health, many of us will struggle with mental health, and if we don't, we probably know someone who either has, is, or will. So having a charity like Mind who's there to support them when perhaps we can't is just vital.
You can find a link to our JustGiving fundraiser for Mind linked in the description. Thank you.
See you there or online, or maybe not at all, but maybe see you.
Please?
And team.
And
Team. I know it.
And team.
Bye. See you in person. Bye.